So, welcome back to Daily Transfer Update. Now, it is Thursday. Not many more days of this transfer window left to go. And Mikel Arteta spoke in his press conference, which was brought forward 24 hours. Now, a lot of drama online. A lot of people were speculating that was because we were going to announce a player. Now, I'm not sure how many players have been announced at a press conference for Arsenal over the years. I can't think of any. If you can, leave them down there. But I can't think of any. But that obviously didn't happen. It was just a regular press conference for the Sheffield United game, which we play on Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff. And it's a game. It's a big game for us because we're without Aubameyang, and Aubameyang's appeal against his free match ban has been upheld. He's going to have to serve that ban. And Mikel Arteta basically called on the rest of the players to step their game up and basically carry the team through that 3 games. Now, obviously, we've got Sheffield United, we've got Chelsea away, and we've got Bournemouth in the Cup in that 3 games. And Lacazette, Martinelli, they're going to have to step up. Pepe as well, Saka, Nelson, Ozil, whoever. We need to get some points out of these games. But he also spoke about a couple of players that I'm going to go into now. We'll start off with Eddie Nketiah. Now, breaking news last night, whilst I was doing a watch-along for the Wolverhampton Wanderers away game against Man United in the Cup, Eddie Nketiah is staying at Arsenal. He's not going back out on loan. He's actually staying at Arsenal for the rest of the season. And I was kind of shocked, if I'm being honest. I don't really get it. I genuinely don't get it. He said that he's had a chat with Arteta and he feels like he's going to stay. And I don't know, maybe the fact that Aubameyang's out for 3 games has kicked them into that. But when I look at it, I just think that, we've got Pepe, we've got Martinelli, we've got Lacazette, we've got Aubameyang when he comes back from 3 games, Reece Nelson, Bukayo Saka. There's a lot of players there. Mesut Ozil, although he doesn't really score any goals, but that's a lot of attack-minded players. Ceballos, although he's more of a number 8 rather than the number 10. But I just think that why would you suddenly stay? I don't understand why the sudden change of heart, especially when 4 clubs are in for you and it looked like you were going out on loan. Now listen, I rate Mikel Arteta for saying, yeah, stay and you can play, if that is the case. But is he getting in over Lacazette? Does this mean Lacazette's going? Does this mean Aubameyang's going? Neither have signed a new contract. They're getting down into the latter stages of their contract. And I just think that it's a bit of it's just a bit of a weird one. I don't get it. Listen, we'll find out if he's going to play games. Maybe he said you can play Europa League, etc., etc. But I don't think he's getting ahead of Martinelli. I'd like to think he isn't. Anyway, he ain't better than Martinelli. So he definitely ain't getting in over Lacazette, although Lacazette's not playing well at the minute. And he ain't getting in over the top goal scorer, Aubameyang. He ain't getting in over Pepe. He don't play the wing. So where's he going to play? I don't really get it. But listen, I'm sure we'll find out. I'm sure we'll see what happens. But let's move on. Before I do that, leave it in the comment section. I want to know your thoughts on Eddie Nketiah staying. Give me a reason that you think why he's staying. Is that because you think that maybe one of our strikers is leaving? Is that because that you think that he's actually going to play and he's going to put him in? Or is it the final reason that we're just not going to sign anyone, so the more bodies we keep, the better? Anyway, let's move on to another player. And this is a player that I put on my social media accounts. It's not a player we're necessarily linked to this January, but it's James Maddison. And we all know how good James Maddison is. Leicester City number 10 is absolutely fantastic. He scores goals, he creates goals, his energy levels, his work rate. Brendan Rodgers has got him really rocking this season and he has looked fantastic. Now, Arteta has apparently, and it is only apparently, made him his number 1 target for the summer. Now, the deal is going to cost in the region of about £90 million, which would smash our transfer record apart. Again, a bit of a weird one. And if I'm being completely honest, yes, I'd love James Maddison at Arsenal. Is it going to happen? No. I don't think it will, but although I said that about Nicola Pepe. In fact, I actually said I'd run stark bollock naked down the street if we signed him. And that was in April. I said that. We then signed him in August. I'm not going to go that far this time because I fully ain't running naked down the street, by the way. But I just, like, listen, I know a lot of these stories get put out there by agents, by clubs, etc., etc. Is James Maddison's agent or his people around him, his advisors, are they putting this out there because they want him to get a new deal at Leicester? Or is it to go, well, hold up, because Man United are linked to him as well. Well, hang on, Man United are linked, Arsenal are linked. Maybe we can do a bit better than that. Maybe we can get a Man City, or maybe we can get a Liverpool. I don't know. I don't really know. But listen, I'm sure we'll find out in the summer. I personally think he will leave Leicester. It won't be to Arsenal. Albeit I would love him to come to Arsenal. I would literally love it if he came to Arsenal. He would absolutely set us on fire. I think he's got everything. The kid's destined to go to the top. I can't wait to see him in the Euros for England. I think he's an exceptional player. And he's so young. He's doing his thing. He scored an absolute banger the other week, top bins. But he's got everything. He's got the hunger, the passion, the work rate, the skill, left foot, right foot. He's got a little bit of a nasty streak in him, but he just glides across the pitch. He's a classy footballer, and I like him. I like him a lot, and yeah, I'd love him to come to Arsenal. But let's be real, £90 million. Are we really going to spend £90 million on him? Probably not. And if we do, that means we're going to have to get rid of some players, because we can't afford to do 90 million, whether it's staggered on payments or not, which it will be, like every transfer pretty much. But he's going to come in on top wages. And we've got Mesut Ozil, which, where does he go? Now, I'm going to move on to Mustafi. The talk on Mustafi's died down a little bit. I'm not going to waffle on for long about him. I spoke way too much about him this transfer window. I just wanted to get your guy, I can't even speak. Your thoughts on it, guys. Do you think he is actually going to leave? Obviously, Callum Chambers is out injured now. There's links to John Stones. Yesterday in the press conference, Arteta said we're not in for John Stones, which means he'll probably sign for us today. But do you think Mustafi's actually going to leave? I'm starting to worry now. The talk's died down a little bit. Does that mean that he is doing the deal, or does that mean it's just nothing's happening and he's staying? We know that he changed his agent. We know that they were in talks with Galatasaray. I think he'd look good in the Turkish league because he don't look good in the Premier League. But again, leave it in the comments section. Let me know what you think. Now, the last player we're going to speak about today is Kurzawa. Layvin Kurzawa, the right back from PSG. We're going to speak about him for a little bit. Listen, he's a free agent in the summer. And if you had asked me this a couple of years ago, I would have took it. But now, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, if I'm being honest. I think he's a good right back. I think he's decent. We've got Hector Bella in there. I'd fully cash in on Hector. But Maitland-Niles, he's doing all right there. I think that we should go for Max Aarons. That would be my personal choice. But he is out of contract in June. He's a free signing. And listen, he's going to come in with a big signing on fee. His agent to get a big fee. And he'll be on big wages. Very similar to, say, Kolasinac when he came in from the Bundesliga as a free signing. Hasn't really quite worked out for Kolasinac. I'm not too sure we should be even looking at this guy. We could do a deal in January where it'd be a nominal fee. It'd be a tiny amount in comparison. But then why buy him now when we can get him for free in the summer? I think we should just divert our attention to someone that's actually quality. And listen, you might think he is quality. Leave it in the comments and let me know. I just don't see it. I'd take Meunier over him. I don't think that this guy's all that. I've never rated this geezer, if I'm being honest. And for the amount of money he'll probably take on wages and signing on fee, we might as well just go and buy a proper right back that's going to go on for 10 years rather than somebody that might be good, might be hit and miss, but will be on big money. But anyway, listen, leave it down below. Let me know what you think. Leave it all in the comments. Big up over 2,200 people that have followed my Facebook. Link for that, as well as Insta and Twitter, is in the description. Fully subscribe, like the content, share it around, and I'll be back at 5 PM with a live stream. Have a happy Thursday. Laters, peeps.